3 children are considered overweight or obese. And more than 2/3 of states have obesity rates above 25%. And Virginia's obesity rate is at 25%. And all these numbers have been significantly increasing since 1991, and numbers have tripled since 1980. This has become a major problem in the U.S., and to solve any problem, you first have to look at what causes it. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, in their article, Childhood Obesity, there are several reasons or causes for the rise in childhood adolescent obesity that interact to create the epidemic we see today. There's no longer any physical activity in adolescents today. They spend all their time in front of the TV or computer screen. They don't go outside anymore with the neighbors and start playing a game. They just want to sit inside in front of their screens. In F as in Fat, How Obesity Threatens America's Future 2010, Just for America's Health states that 33% of adolescents watch 3 or more hours of TV a day, and 25% spend 3 or more in front of a computer doing non-school related work. Nutritional eating habits have become obsolete. As you can see by these charts, the food groups are completely out of proportion. Everything is like grains and fried potatoes and not really any of the good vegetables that you're supposed to eat. Genetics and social factors also play a big part. The children pick up their parents' poor eating habits. At a certain age, you can't really control what you eat. You just eat what your parents give you. And so if their parents don't eat well, then they don't eat well either. Most parents now, like most kids, have 2 parents that go to work, and sometimes they can work really long hours, and so they might not have time to cook a meal for their family. And so they may just go to like fast food or frozen dinners, just things that aren't really healthy and good for them to be eating. And a child's environment can also play a big part in being active. If they don't live, like if they live in an apartment and they don't have a yard to go play in, or maybe they live in an area where it's not safe to walk outside, then that really limits what they're able to do. Obesity has detrimental effects on children's health, according to Kids Health and Overweight and Obesity. They have an increased risk in developing high cholesterol, hypertension, respiratory ailments, orthopedic problems, depression, and type 2 diabetes. Schools can make a significant change in childhood obesity. We can't control what kids do at home, but schools can make a difference. The American Cancer, Diabetes, and Heart Association state in their article, Physical Education in Schools, Both Quality and Quantity Are Important, that children should spend an hour a day in physical activity. And since they're in school half the day, they should get 30 minutes of it there. And even just 45 minutes can make a huge difference in their overall health. Being physically active helps in multiple areas. It lowers their BMIs, it increases their academic abilities, and it increases their cognitive abilities. You want to begin this education at a young age. Starting from the time when I was really young, my mom taught me to make my bed when I got up every morning. And so every morning, that's what I do. Whether it's spring check day or a weekend, I get up and make my bed, just because that's what I was taught to do. And it feels weird if I don't do it. So if we start these habits at a young age, then they're going to keep doing them just because it's what they know to do. And they won't have any time to make bad habits to break. So lead by example. Start by being a fit individual yourself. Make sure you have good eating habits and try to go to the gym regularly or just have some sort of physical activity. And believe it or not, children really do look up to you. They see what you're doing, they see how you live your life, and if you live it as a active and healthy person, then they're going to want to be like that. So I encourage you to go out and volunteer in your school and community. They really need your help, and you can really make a difference in their lives. You can volunteer in a fitness program that already exists because they have a hard time starting them because they have to pay somebody. So if you volunteer, then that makes it a lot easier on them. Or you can create your own. It's not that hard to get out and go get some kids and go play a game with them. So I encourage you, be the change. Thank you.